Hey guys, welcome back to Blueprints. Day 15. So we got underground. The fire is lit. Couple things I've been thinking on. We've not done almost anything with the pump room. The pump room I have kind of ignored. I lowered the pool once. I was like, oh, that's cool. I think I need to get to the pump room and I need to play with the pump room more. I'm wondering if I can actually take the fountain water away and get the money out of there again. Maybe there's something else in the fountain. Other rooms with water. I don't know. I mean, the boiler room maybe has water. There was a list in the pump room of rooms I could mess with. I don't remember what they all were. 2. The chess pieces. The way that I've been writing down stuff and the way things are, I think everything I've written about chess pieces is out the window. I think if it was like the paintings, then I wouldn't see any differences. I have a bad feeling in my gut that the chessboard puzzle, I'm going to have to go through this house, find at least one of each piece throughout the house, which I know there was a queen up here, but that was in a different room altogether, and I don't remember which room. I've only seen a bishop once, and I've only seen a queen once. So as far as I know, those are specific to rooms that I haven't seen very often. So what rooms haven't we seen very often? The attic we've only seen once. The attic could have one of those pieces. The garage, I don't know what's in the garage. We've been in there a couple times. Don't know what piece is in there. Don't know what's in the locker room. I don't know what's in the vault. And I don't know if the pieces stay. My gut tells me that the piece in each room is the same. Like if I place down a nook, whatever piece is in there is going to be in there. I don't think it changes like the paintings do. Maybe it does. But I want to pay attention to it and find out. But I have a feeling that each room has a chess piece assigned to it, and I've got to find the proper rooms. I've only been in the study once. The library I've only been in once. Those could both have something useful. Security, I don't remember what the piece is. Anyway. Mailroom I've only been in once or twice, I think. I think I'm going to have to construct the board each day to figure out the chess pieces. And I think I'm going to have enough steps to get back out and do the puzzle after I figure that out. My third thought is there's a room that seems like it might be infinitely useful that I have just not seen or not selected in forever. And that room, hold on to your britches, I'll find it. It's a big one. It's the workshop. I've only seen it once. Combine inventory to create new items. So inventory means things like the keys, the levers, magnifying glass, compass, coin purse, all that stuff. If I get a workshop and a whole bunch of items, I can only imagine what I can make. Like, if I combine the sledgehammer and the shovel, do I get, like, a sharp hammer? An axe? A halberd? A weapon to fight something? I don't know. Strap them to each end and then... But what about, like... I don't know. The magnifying glass? What if there's like a flashlight? What if I get like a flashlight and the magnifying glass? And I can light grass on fire. But the workshop, I don't know what all I can find in here, but some of the items are so strong as is. I can only imagine if I combine them, I can either make stronger versions of the items or entirely new things that'll change the way I look at the game. The workshop, we got it early. I think I was still figuring a lot of stuff out. I'm still figuring a lot of stuff out, but like Now that I know more of the item spread, the workshop could be big. Drafting studio, would love to see it more. Only seen it the one time as well. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of untapped potential. So, I've already forgot what my first thing was I thought of. Chess pieces, probably be randomized. I can't imagine. I feel like it's going to be per room. There's one piece of each type on the puzzle, if I remember right. And that means I need to find them, note their location, have enough steps to come back outside. Do I want to try for this safe again? I do. What time is it? I have to set it for at least an hour from now from the in-game clock, I think. That's what I'm going to try. There are clocks all over the place. It is currently almost 9 o'clock. So let's assume by the time I do this, it'll be after 9. So let's set it for like 10:30. It's the morning, so we'll say 10:30 a.m. Today is day 15. I'll have to figure out what day that makes this. I think it's 14 plus 7, so 21. I think it's November 21st, 10:30 a.m. Might be early enough to set 10 a.m. November 21st, 10 a.m. Confirm. We have been running a decent amount of experiments, so I'm surprised that's not worse than it is. We could start an experiment right now, actually. We get the lab online. We could spread gold, but there's no rooms to spread it in. Let's start an experiment. I like the experiments. I think getting starting coins could be big. If we can get permanent coins, like, to pop up, it's a permanent boost to every day. Permanently add gold to your allowance. Each time you find trash while digging, each time you eat an apple, while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan. If I don't select the drawing room and I get that a bunch, I mean, that could be multiple gold. If I can somehow get a bunch of apples, it's the secret garden. If I get the secret garden key, let's go with the drawing room. I just won't pick the drawing room. Oh, no, I want the permanent boost. I want the permanent boost. Okay. Day 15, 7 plus 14, because 7's day 1, plus 14 is 21. This should unlock at 10 a.m. I'm assuming it's morning. Ooh, it didn't take a step to go here. Come on, show me. Yes, okay. While I'm waiting, I guess I can look at more stuff in the directory. We're missing 2 rooms here. Have I seen them? Probably. I'm blanking right now. Drafting room. That's what that symbol means. Blueprint, dead end, outer room. Are there 8 grades then? I only got like 2 of the classrooms. I saw grade 1 and grade 2. Grade 1 was the paint. Grade 2 was the math puzzles. So if I kept getting more classrooms, would it go up a grade level each time? Is 8th grade about the time you'd be Simon's age? 14? Is being 14? No, that's older for that. No, it's not too far off. Interesting. So if I go schoolhouse, I gotta go all out with classrooms. See, I'm always afraid. I'm afraid of ending the run. Like, I don't want to pigeonhole myself and end a run. But, like, I might need to just suck it up and go for specific things and not care about the run. I didn't go into the closed exhibit yet. We had a chance to. I ignored it because of whatever we were trying to do that particular time. I would like to go in there. It's a rare room because you've got to get the key for it. So I can't really bank on getting that for the apples. Missing a hallway. Didn't we? Hold on. Is this the foyer? Or foyer, if you prefer? We saw a note about this. This has to be the foyer or the foyer. I don't know how to add it, but I think that's the last hallway that we haven't seen. Oh man, it's almost go time. All right, moment of truth. Oh! Number 7. Dear Uncle. The experience of my cousin Mary has long set unfavorably with me and my father. I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I feel very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 6 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Two of us that are once bitten are twice shy. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had in the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I have reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has only shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. It has shed more light than all my father's countless fruitless inquiries. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. This is a juicy letter. I need to take some notes here. Do we have a date on the first page? Now I have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible. This is Courtney. Niece Courtney. Herbert. Niece. Courtney. Pardon me? Red border. So we're not in the red. 7 months. In September. The fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. All the red letters have been paired with rubies, have they not? All of the gems in the safes have been red. They've all been rubies. Eight rubies taken. Each safe has ruby? Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open, in that distant land I pray one day to find our merry and safe, happy and absolved. Smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. So we are in the Red Nation. In Red Nation to question mark? What is south of here? What is even the map? Is there a map that we can eventually find that gives us these answers? Are these the 8 rubies? Oh. Oh man. That's our 5th red letter. Okay. We now know how to open that safe. If we ever think we need more gems, I guess. I think I tossed a coin in. My strategy is to hopefully find one of each chess piece, have a bunch of footsteps, to figure out where I'm placing the chess pieces this particular day, and then try that. I don't think I've ever seen a king. I've only ever seen one queen and one bishop. So odds are slim, but we gotta try. So let's get to it. Workshop's another option. If we end up with a bunch of items, a workshop could be good. Oh, starting off with some stuff, items. What am I hoping for here? Keep our options open early. Oh god, I'm going to solve this math thing again. These the car keys? If I get the garage, I can see if that opens a second time. Something that goes left would be good. Another hallway. Could get the chapel early. So I may need to go through it multiple times. So let's go West Wing Hall. I could have gotten the chapel and ignored the effect. That's okay. Forgot about that already. We've got the shelter. Gotta remember that. Dead end? Oh. Dead end or some coins. Keys for sale. Let's get the locksmith. I can't afford anything right now, so we won't go there. We'll save the steps. We've got that as an option. I guess we gotta go parlor here. Actually, no, we don't. Let's get the nursery. We're gonna dead end ourselves here, but we can kind of build back up through the hallway or the entrance hall. And I think that'll be okay. I also kind of want to re-look at this Red Prince book. Because, oh, okay, we have a pawn. Okay, I don't need to worry about pawns anymore. That's one pawn spot. At least we're gonna say it is. Wizard Prince on a red throne, crown made of rubies. Red crown made of rubies. Red castle made of stone. The red rubies were stolen. Okay. Prince I love for all things red is the one true color, the prince often said. There's our wagon and that from the one puzzle. Apples, lobster, the red flag. Again, another thing that's going to matter. Don't know about the lobster or the stop sign yet, but or the rose. The only true color. True color. That's the only word in this whole book, if I remember right, that's emphasized like that. Why is it emphasized like that? That probably means something too. Cannot stand on the side of a canary or crow. Cannot stand the white of a swan in the snow. Why would a swan be in the snow? Are swans snowbirds? I know they're both swans and snow. Swans and snow are both white, but are swans typically found in the snow? I think of them in like a pond, not like a snowy area. So does that mean something? Never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. I've not really looked at the sky. Always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Okay, so if I look up when there's a cloudless day. Which book always had the one made him happy whenever he was sad. Story had read the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we've said. Story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. Those of you, my reader, might already assume this book's not quite near you. In fact, in the same room. Story about you, it needs to be said about a red prince in his book, the red book we just read. Why is that? Why is the ending of that, like, treasonous or whatever? I don't know. All right, well, now when we draft bedrooms, we're going to gain extra steps. So bedrooms are now not a problem for us. Going outside and looking at the sky. I need to look at sky. Cloudless? Left or straight? Have to be the courtyard. Cost the gem to get 2 more. I think that's worth it. Gives us options too. No. Oh, there's 1 dirt. I was gonna say there's no dirt. Also, we used to get items out here relatively frequently, and I don't feel like we have the last few times. It's just been the gems. Those gems are great, don't get me wrong, but... I don't hate a closet here. More steps, though, I think. Because now we'll get those 5, and I can move. What is this? Oh, the sleep mask. First time you enter each bedroom with a sleep mask, gain 5. Okay. Steps might not be a problem for us today. I will need the den here, or the chapel, and I can ignore the chapel's thing. Chapel's not the worst in the world. Observatory could be good, too. Yeah, I only needed to go that direction anyway, so let's go through the observatory. Because we've got a lot of stars right now. We've got 18. Don't know what that means, I don't have the planetarium. But you know what? We're gonna find out. Please don't be bad! Oh my god. Everything's 50% off, so stores are good. 3 extra footsteps. Okay. Boom. Commissary, kitchen, locksmith, and bookshop? We have not seen a bookshop. Oh, the locksmith. If we get some coins, if we get like the vault, if we get some serious coins and go to the locksmith, oh my goodness. Okay, this one we need to curve left. I mean, commissary or parlor. Oh, commissary would be great, but we don't have any money right now. Parlor's gonna give us gems, which to get like the vault, I will need that. So let's get some gems. Grab that. Once again, I find myself not looking for the chess pieces like I should be. We have another pawn. I don't need to mark a pawn. There's a knight in the observatory. Dear God, I almost missed that. Okay. Knight. I still need to find king, queen, bishop, and rook. That's a big one to find. I have not found many knights. Is that the only pillow with a design? Okay. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true. Okay, so if this is true... Okay, what if this is false? These could still be true. 2 of these statements are true. This one and this one. If this one's true and this one's true and this one's false, then that would make this one have to be false. If this is false, this would be false. The gems would be in here because it's true. I'm gonna guess the gems are here. This might be the first one I get wrong. But I didn't because I'm so smart. Unbelievably big brain. My head expanding all the way to the edge of everything. And now we're back. Sorry you had to see that. More bedrooms, more steps. And it keeps us alive this direction. Okay. Our step economy, obscene. We're doing great on steps. Now let's find cool things. Drawing room popped up, allowance up. Can't pick it. If we pick it now, we won't keep getting our allowance up. Opening those has ended up being worth it a lot. Another pawns. The pawn doesn't help us. Let's make sure we can get out of here before I use that key. Secret passage? Veranda. Have we gone to the veranda? Nook gives me keys. Secret passage, I can kind of pick what I want. I want the secret passage here, even though the Nook would be very handy. Can I open this door? I guess we go corridor, so I don't... Yeah, I don't want to block off... I don't have to. I could go dead end. But this lets me move around a little bit easier, so I kind of want to go corridor. Okay. What room do I want? I wouldn't mind seeing the attic or the vault. Office could also be good. Spread some coin around. I think I just want blue. Right? Blue's not an option. Okay. Chess piece. We have another pawn. I'm really going on the theory of these moving around that I don't know if I trust it. Red rooms. I don't think I want red. Well, actually, getting red right now might not be a bad idea. If I go ahead and get red, I've got the shelter, so I could ignore the bad effect. And a lot of these have multiple doors. So red here is not the worst. Shop. I mean, I could get a shop, but I don't have any money right now. Hallway, no. What bedroom do I have left to get? Like the boudoir or something? I don't really want to dead end us. So this kind of ends up being, do I want green? I can't get the secret garden without a secret key. Can't get the morning room right now, so it'd have to be the greenhouse, which would dead end us. Dead end us. Oh, I think I go with a red room, which seems crazy. Wow. We're going red. And it's locked, because of course it is. Dude, show me a terrible red room. Come on. Okay, well, gymnasium, I guess. Not the one I was hoping to see, but the one we got. We're sheltered against the effects here. Passageway gives us options. We kind of need them right now. Don't love that, but it is what it is. This could be a dead end or curve to the right. Never mind. This one, whatever. I think we go dining room here. More keys. I think I've got to go for keys. Because we don't have any right now. We got a rook. We got a rook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, or 3 down. 4 down. Okay. Rook, knight, bishop, king, queen, pawn. Bishop, king, queen. I need bishop, king, queen still. So will this room always have a rook? A nook? A rook in the nook. Let's find out. By whatever happens. Can't afford the office. Oh no. More steps. I mean, that's a lot of steps if I go in here. But that means I'm down to the dining room being useful. Office I want so badly. Let's get some stuff. Let's do the storeroom. Got a pawn, which doesn't do much for us, I think. So now we gotta go back to the dining room. Or the corridor or the courtyard. I've got all these steps. I kinda want to go all the way back to the courtyard, but the passageway's right here and I've got keys, so let's go to the passageway. Having steps doesn't mean I have to, well, I'm wasting keys instead, but allowance increased. Chapel keeps us alive. Or closet gives us items. I don't have a workshop though, so like getting more items, I don't know what that does for me right now. Could be useful though. Then I gotta go over to the corridor, and I am forced to get something good there if I don't get the chapel. Let's go chapel. We'll ignore its effects. So 2 of my red rooms, gymnasium and chapel, aren't the main 2 I would like to avoid getting the bad thing in, but they at least both do have bad. We got a bishop! Dude, I'm king and queen away. If this is correct. If this mad theory is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bishop. I've seen a queen. I don't know where a king is. Show me something to the right, straight, and left, honestly, whatever. Guest bedroom's even more steps. This gets us back to the dining room, which isn't necessarily needed. This uses one of my gems, but gives us another down. I guess that moves us around easier. If we need to get out, we might want more ways to move. So security might be the way to go here. Plus we have a key card, and I can now make the key card more useful. I feel like this room should have a chess piece, but I don't think it does. Also got the air ducts above. It does. It has a knight up there. Has it always been a knight? On rook, knight, bishop. I still need king, queen. Still need king, queen. Anyway. Let's get in here. Get inventory. I'm missing a trunk. I didn't have a sledgehammer. I don't know where that is, but there is a trunk somewhere apparently. Keycard system. Hi, we want a lot of key cards. Yep, that's great. I want to change this to unlocked. Okay. Key card, high amount of key card rooms. I think that sounds great. This one I want to go straight ahead, if at all possible. Straight and to the right would be perfect. Silver key would be nice, but that's a dead end. Get the rumpus room. Gives us more coins and gets us another way out. Of course, now I am pigeonholed to the dining room as far as moving forward. Another bishop in the rumpus room. Okay. I was like, is that another chess piece? The answer is no. Alright, let's see what you got for us, Alzara. this the fourth Alzara?
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
I do.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
That's why I gave you the coin.
The image is becoming clear. I
Forest?
hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair.
Old man in drawing
A
room?
seed that has served many generations, each with their own stories, each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
I don't know what all of that is pointing me to. Some of that I think is pointing me to the picture in the chair with the tilted candlestick. I think. So I don't know. We'll see. Where do I need to go now? I'm so turned around. Dining room. Gotta go dining room. We're out of gems, which I don't love. We got some coins now, and this we need options. Down is a lot less useful than up, so we'll go with this. Gain a whole bunch more steps. I can open the safe and get at least one gem. Do I have to open all the safes in one run? Do you think? To have all 8 rubies at once? That would be kind of wild if that was the case. Not wild in a good way, necessarily. Dude, my last key. Come on, please! Can't get it. We gotta go pantry. I try my best not to pigeonhole. And yet, I get all these steps and somehow end up with no options. No reroll, so this is the end. Okay. I mean, I guess spend it. Oh, is there a piece in here? I don't see one. Wow. Look at all this stuff. So useful right now. We did increase our allowance at least twice. Yeah, we get 5 coins at the start now. So, I mean, that's something. One day we're going to start a run. We're going to have like 30 coins at the very beginning. And it's going to be wild. There's a piece at the pawn. No king and queen, which means if I'm right, I have to reset everything. However, I could, if I'd found 4 pieces, I would have tried the 5th everywhere. There's too many combinations to only do it with, even with 4 pieces. There's too many combinations. Is there anything I have that does anything else for me? I can get more footsteps. Never got to use the key card. No garage. No. I love how I had all this whole plan about buying items and combining items in the workshop. Didn't pick a single store. Never got the workshop. That's okay. Footsteps, though, getting that nursery early was actually pretty big. I don't regret a lot of the decisions I made. Like, we had some bad luck at the end, but, like, what can you do? Key wouldn't even help me here, right? Like, I'm just flat out stuck. Yeah. I wonder what key this would give me. Like, if this could give me the secret garden key or something, that'd be great. If this is just, like, a silver key. Okay. That's handy to know. So we can get not just, like, a silver key, but the locksmith can give us, like, the keys. Was there a chess piece in here? A lot of keys. Surprise, surprise. I don't see a chess piece. Okay. Billiard room, what you got for me? You've got no pieces. I'm pretty sure I've never seen a chess piece in you. Which is another one that you'd expect to see one, but you don't. Main hall, no pieces. Here I thought, remember when I was like, oh, if I put the rumpus room, we got a straight shot out. I mean, it's not too bad. It's courtyard billiard now, but... Another, astute misobservation by yours truly. I will see if these things hold up and end up being true. Did we already look through this? We did, right? Yeah, a lot of good you all did me. Stupid sailboat, you broke my heart. The parlor. The parlor sounds like a good place to find a pawn. Okay. There's also a lockbox somewhere we haven't found. Spare bedroom. This used to just be the spare hallway. And clearly it offers me nothing. I used my upgrade disc that I bought, right? Right? That was last run. And I used it, right? Yeah, I guess we're going to shoot some hoops to wrap up our day. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's call it a day. We got 5 allowance now, so I mean, that's not nothing. I've got some notes about where to find specific chess pieces, and whenever we find these rooms, I'm going to try my best to make sure they're the same pieces. I thought it would be in the same location like the paintings. I think that was wrong. I think maybe those are stuck to those rooms. Which makes sense as to why the queen and king are rare. More rare. I've never seen a king. I've only ever seen the queen once. It was top left. What I had in the top left, I don't remember. I feel like maybe it was the... It wasn't the vault. Maybe it was the study? I can't remember. Not for certain. We have an ordinary villa that died up here. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, let me know your thoughts, what I missed. I'm sure some stuff. Subscribe if you're new here and you'd like to. Wait for the next one. Until next time. See you guys.